Special thanks to Thingy, the Temporal Discussion Podcast, Lemon314, Lord Entropy, Avali Long, JL, Laszlo Panaflex, Metric Conversion, Nubix Cube, Valsharan, A, Benderwaffles Feek, Tashtari, Shinewolf, Ryan Devil 23, Ministry of Ennui Control, Miko Zeech, and Grizzly Old B for sponsoring the creation of these videos. Go to David X Newton on Patreon to join the ASCII Brigade. You rejoin me with a perhaps undeserved sense of confidence after completing that age without hints, might I repeat. So we're going to try to do the same thing in age number 2. I've been wondering if, had I done age number 1 first, would I have been able to do age 3, having learned what the game wants from me? Because age 3 was... it was very confusing with all the symbols and being introduced to the tablet at the same time, the slate at the same time, and not really understanding which symbols I was meant to pay attention to. But let's be honest, I probably wouldn't have. Okay, today's slate, tablet, stone thing is this shape. And it looks like we'll be starting among some cold stone pillars. Oh, wow. That's a skybox, isn't it? In stark contrast to the brightness of the other ages, this one has gone for a very desolate spire aesthetic. It's very beautiful, though, in its own way. We are definitely going to be doing something with these. And... okay, in the mountain, here he is.
Todelmer, built to study the heavens, and glorious heavens you will find here. I am only sad we were never allowed to finish. I've told you some of the story. Yesha's great-grandmother, Tiarna, came to us desperate for control, convincing our people to betray rules we had held for generations. And we died. Yesha claims such death, as painful as it was, had to be done. A plan of the Maker, and that she will rebuild. She will rebuild. I will tell you, such delusive wisdom comes from vague feelings and daydreams, and the tablet you will have is far too powerful for such wisdom. Todelmer, enjoy the beauty of the heavens while you consider the power that can control them.
I'm beginning to see the problem here already. Okay, let's see. You know, I used to think it was mildly embarrassing that I knew the standard Galactic Alphabet, but thanks to this series, I now know 3 or 4 other useless ciphers. So this is what those Dani numerals say. It's a column of numbers descending on the left, rising on the right. Would I have been able to do this at all had I not played Riffin before? I don't know. I don't know what use this will have yet, but it's good to know. There's loads of fiddly little dials here. None of which I can actually touch. Oh no! I can do something here. And there's something... yeah, that highlighted. Oh no. So there are 4 of those little stations. I must have to do something to turn it all on first. What's round here? Oh, that's something. That's bright. That's brighter. Whoa, okay. Well, we're getting somewhere. So I must have been, I'm imagining aligning something on the ceiling with the moon or the planet there to capture the light energy. I don't really know, I'm making this up. Okay, what do you look like now? Oh my god, it's even worse. Well, we're gonna have to do something. Alright, that looks at various alignments of stars. Only changes that viewer. This... moves the numbers around. And, that accepts the input. Alright, I suppose we'll work on finding what these inputs are. Back out here now, is there anything? Yeah, there is another set of stairs here. A rather nice crystal-y lamp. Out there, well, yeah, I must be doing something with these. Frankly, unsafe-looking stairs. This is a better-looking game than Uru. I think it was only a year between Uru and this, and I think its big thing is that the locations are no longer far too big for their content. Because Uru was just vast blank spaces. Unfortunately, I can't go further up this mountain, because there's a big pile of vines and rocks in the way. No sign of any symbols to use on my tablet either, which is entirely how I got through that last stage, by showing my understanding of that. Trying to think if I'm missing any signs, if any of these resemble the controls inside, and where I'm meant to set them to. If I set one going... I was wondering if I could see which one was moving. Not that it would help me a ton. Yes, that one. Okay, so that one is front left. So there's one here on top of the hill that I can see from the walkway. There are two more that are visible from the entrance. There and there. And I think the last one is miles away in the background. Could be. There we go. Okay, that one's front right. Oh, there's the other one. It's to the very left of the others, the off the walkway. Oh, these are zoom buttons. Okay. That makes things a bit easier. Yeah, that's moved it. Okay. So that one has to be the station at the back right. And I haven't seen that one moving ever. I don't see any lights on it either, so is that one broken? Oh, that's moved as well. It was pointing to the top before, and it's gradually going back there now. What does it mean? Can I try putting 15-0 into this one, which is one of the pairs on the board? See if any of the others look remotely better. This is like trying to align Penny's baby monitor camera. Oh, it's going down again. Also, the symbols in the middle have changed. Is it a clock that's unrelated to what I'm actually doing with these? It's about to hit the bottom. Let's see what it does. Any minute now. Okay, so it heads on over to the other side and then starts ticking up the way again, which would take it through 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and so on. But this side of the board is definitely a different side from the one where it was when I came in. I wonder what's so important about the third and fourth rows, the circle and the line, which were the first and the fifth rows when I came in. Just feel I'm missing one piece of vital information. like an objective. Okay, had a quick trip to UHS, and the important hint that I got is that even though this telescope is broken, you can still use its controls to move this cable out your way. So let's find out how. I suppose let's winch it as far as it'll possibly go that way. Yeah, that was it. Alright, top of the mountain, and... okay, this is another of these devices. I can use it directly, can I? Alright, that's very similar to the controls downstairs. What can I look at? There's that. It seems to be the brightest thing in this part of the sky. Not totally sure what I should be using it for. What else is up here? All the winches and pulleys that are part of moving the telescopes. And a little office in here. What do you suppose I do with this? Ah, there's a map. Oh dear. Okay, so I recognise the red Pac-Men from the controls for the telescopes. This, I'm assuming, is where I'm standing just now. There's another one over there. And that's about all I can tell. Anything else helpful here? The door is... yes. Oh, is there something behind the door? Classic. Riven caught me with that twice. You won't catch me with it again. Heading down the way past some kind of central telescope winching mechanism. Now where am I? I must be above the path that I was coming up the mountain on. Let's see what any of this does. Okay. Well, it had some effect, I'm not sure what it was. What about this one? No, nothing there. Do I have to press it multiple times? What about this side? Does this do anything? No. So I spun it a few times. I just want to go upstairs and see if I can find any evidence of what it's doing. So it would be down there, roughly. And that's what it would be affecting. So it reaches a point towards the left where you can't pull it anymore. Haven't reached the same point going to the right yet. Right, I've pulled that about 15 times now. It's got to have done something. Oh, what's this? Whoa! I can hear something moving over towards this side, but I don't know what it is. Let's get my stairs back. I suppose if you did have the power to write entire worlds, you wouldn't just say, give me a staircase. You'd want to do all sorts of elaborate secret passage nonsense with it. Why can't I click into this anymore? I could click into this before. Oh, great, that corner of the screen, fine. Ah! I spy with my improbably gigantic series of telescopes. Get back in there. I see some symbols. There we go. Okay, so the Pac-Man towards the top right has 10 plus 3, 13... 24? Oh, and I can just see on this other island, that is a symbol for the pedestal. These this sort of constellation. It's interesting that the interface is so much part of the puzzle, because your instinct is to drag across the middle of the screen to drag the viewport. But you can't do that with that telescope. You've got to use the mechanical controls around the outside. It's not like Myst 4, where I think they confused bad controls for being a puzzle. Those controls were very logical. You just have to become adept at using them. Okay, top right Pac-Man goes to... $13, if that is 13. It was that symbol anyway. And 24. I'm really not sure what that's looking at, but fortunately I have another lead. This tablet hasn't been a hindrance this round. Haven't had to climb any ladders or pull any fiddly levers. Let's try that. I thought I saw a shake of the head. Yeah, they didn't recognize that. It's not easy, okay? Okay, he vanished that way very quickly. It's about time I got to use the one thing that I actually learned in this game. Here we go. Alright, where are we now? We're on this island that's away from the telescope tower. And it looks like we're going to be able to see another one somewhere. At least we've got a telescope that we're going to use for something. Let's have a look. Thanks once more to everyone listed here for sponsoring my videos. If you'd like to join the Discord or have some ideas for future games to cover, please look at David X Newton on Patreon.